As an astrologer, I've come across many people who are curious about their compatibility with others, specifically Scorpio compatibility. Scorpio is known for its intense and passionate nature, making it an interesting sign to explore in terms of relationships. In this article, we will be discussing Scorpio compatibility and how it can impact your relationships with others. We'll also be looking at some tips for improving Scorpio compatibility and how you can use it to plan a life-changing year ahead. So, remember to leave a like and to subscribe, and let's start. Understanding Scorpio compatibility. Scorpio is the 8th sign of the zodiac and is ruled by the planet Mars and Pluto. It is a water sign, which means that Scorpios are emotional, intuitive, and deeply sensitive. Scorpios are known for their intense and passionate nature, making them one of the most interesting signs to explore in terms of compatibility. Compatibility in astrology is based on the idea that certain signs are more compatible with each other than others. This is partly due to the characteristics of each sign and how they interact with each other. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility, it's important to consider the traits and characteristics of the sign and how they play out in relationships. Scorpio personality traits and characteristics. Scorpios are known for their intense and passionate nature, but there is much more to the sign than that. Scorpios are also known for being mysterious, secretive, and private. They have a deep sense of intuition and are often very perceptive, making them excellent at reading people and situations. Scorpios are also very loyal and committed, which can make them great partners in relationships. However, they can also be very jealous and possessive, which can be a challenge for some people. Scorpios are also very intense and can be prone to extremes, which can be both positive and negative. The element of Scorpio and its impact on compatibility. Scorpio is a water sign, which means that those born under this sign are emotional and intuitive. Water signs are known for being sensitive, empathetic, and compassionate. They are also known for being deeply connected to their emotions and the emotions of others. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility, the water element can have a significant impact. Scorpios are very emotional and sensitive, which can make them compatible with other water signs like Pisces and Cancer. These signs are also very emotional and intuitive, which can create a deep and meaningful connection. However, Scorpios can also be compatible with other signs, like Taurus and Capricorn, which are earth signs. Earth signs tend to be more practical and grounded, which can balance out the emotional intensity of Scorpio. Ultimately, the element of Scorpio can impact compatibility, but it's important to consider the entire birth chart when exploring compatibility. Scorpio compatibility with other zodiac signs. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility, there are some signs that are more compatible than others. Scorpios tend to be most compatible with other water signs, like Pisces and Cancer. These signs share a deep emotional connection that can create a strong and lasting bond. Scorpios can also be compatible with earth signs, like Taurus and Capricorn. These signs tend to be more practical and grounded, which can balance out the intense emotions of Scorpio. However, Scorpios may struggle with air signs, like Gemini and Aquarius, as these signs tend to be more detached and cerebral. Fire signs, like Aries and Leo, can be challenging for Scorpios as well. These signs tend to be very passionate and intense, which can create a clash of egos. Ultimately, Scorpio compatibility will depend on the individual birth charts and how the signs interact with each other. Scorpio traits and characteristics that impact compatibility. When exploring Scorpio compatibility, it's important to consider the traits and characteristics of the sign that can impact relationships. Scorpios are known for being intense, passionate, and emotional, which can create a powerful connection with the right partner. However, Scorpios can also be jealous and possessive, which can be a challenge for some partners. Scorpios are also very private and secretive, which can make it difficult for some people to connect with them on a deeper level. Ultimately, the traits and characteristics of Scorpio can impact compatibility, but it's important to consider the entire birth chart when exploring relationships. Tips for improving Scorpio compatibility in relationships. If you're a Scorpio looking to improve your compatibility in relationships, there are some tips that can help. One of the most important things is to communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Scorpios tend to be very private, but opening up and sharing your emotions can create a deeper and more meaningful connection. Another tip is to work on managing jealousy and possessiveness. These traits can be challenging for some partners, so it's important to be aware of them and work on managing them in a healthy way. Scorpios can also benefit from working on their communication skills and learning how to express themselves in a constructive way. Scorpio compatibility in love and romance. Scorpios are known for being passionate and intense in love and romance. They tend to form deep and meaningful connections with their partners, and they are very loyal and committed. Scorpios can be very sensual and romantic, but they can also be jealous and possessive, which can be a challenge for some partners. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility in love and romance, it's important to consider the other person's birth chart and how the signs interact with each other. Scorpios tend to be most compatible with other water signs, like Pisces and Cancer. These signs share a deep emotional connection that can create a strong and lasting bond. Scorpio compatibility in friendship and business relationships. Scorpios can also have strong compatibility in friendship and business relationships. Scorpios tend to be very loyal and committed, which can make them great friends and business partners. They are also very intuitive and perceptive, which can help them navigate complex social situations. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility in friendship and business relationships, it's important to consider the other person's birth chart and how the signs interact with each other. Scorpios can be compatible with other water signs, like Pisces and Cancer, but they can also be compatible with earth signs, like Taurus and Capricorn. Scorpio compatibility in family relationships. Scorpios can have a complex relationship with family members, especially when it comes to trust and intimacy. They tend to be very private and secretive, which can make it difficult for family members to connect with them on a deeper level. However, Scorpios are also very loyal and committed, which can make them great family members in the right circumstances. When it comes to Scorpio compatibility in family relationships, it's important to consider the other person's birth chart and how the signs interact with each other. Scorpios can be compatible with other water signs, like Pisces and Cancer, but they can also be compatible with earth signs, like Taurus and Capricorn. Conclusion: using Scorpio compatibility to plan a life-changing year ahead. Scorpio compatibility can be a powerful tool for planning a life-changing year ahead. By understanding the traits and characteristics of Scorpio and how they impact relationships, you can make more informed decisions about your personal and professional relationships. Whether you're looking for love and romance, friendship and business relationships, or family connections, understanding Scorpio compatibility can help you create deeper and more meaningful connections with others. If you're a Scorpio looking to improve your compatibility in relationships, it's important to work on managing jealousy and possessiveness, communicating openly and honestly with your partner, and developing your communication skills. By doing so, you can create deeper and more meaningful connections with others and plan a life-changing year ahead.